Hey, Rainy Joe here, and welcome back to Dance December, the series where throughout the month of December we are listening to nothing but dance albums. And today, of course, we're going to be checking out Charli XCX's 2020 LP, How I'm Feeling Now. Now, as somebody who has been a fan of Charli XCX for a while now, and was especially a huge fan of course, Brat, one of the best albums of the year, it is a little shocking that I never checked out in full How I'm Feeling Now. The only song from here I am very familiar with would be the song Claws. I believe it was the second single from this LP, and I am familiar with the fact that this is a COVID project, completely manufactured and created in the times of the pandemic, and in doing so reflects a lot of the themes and ideas of the pandemic lifestyle. Now, at only 37 minutes, this hyperpop dance LP is quick, it's brief, it's direct, and on that note, let's directly get into it. One of my favorite things about hyperpop is that tracks don't typically overstay their welcome. They typically, hit you with the 1-2 punch and close things out. Kicking off the first track here, Pink Diamond. Jesus. A little loud there.
Wanna go real hard, pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard, pink diamond in the dark. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard. I just wanna go real hard.
Right off the bat, very experimental, very cutting edge, very abrasive, as expected when she does hyperpop. Oh my goodness. Going hard is right with this instrumental, so abrasive and violent, very aggressive. Oh. Constant beat switches throughout this one too. I love how the lyrics, very simple, very repetitive, yet the instrumental is anything but. Completely morphing and changing along with the phrase. Reworking it with each passing. Oh. What an insanely violent drop there. Really channeling her gex, her 100 gex on this LP right away. Certainly a lot more experimental and focused. Insane start. Let's go into Forever. Let's not waste any time here. Pink Diamond. Violent. Aggressive. Right off the bat, this one certainly much sweeter, much more melodic in her voice. Kind of bringing it down from that opening track. I like this one a lot more, sweet and kind of romantic, and its focus. Oh. Like a gentle love song with that kind of overproduced, shiny element to it. I love how much more this one has. This one has a lot more time to breathe and grow. Still keeping the very shiny, poppy element of the hyperpop coming through, but still, certainly feels like it's breathing in a lot more. It's growing a lot more. Certainly more tethered back. Mm. Oh, that synth. It's like it's spiraling out of control. Just very storm-like atmosphere with this heavy, noisy synth work. Yeah, that one's just beautiful. That one's just got a nice melodic approach. It's sweeter. Let's go to Claws, which Claws is one of the first tracks I remember hearing from Charli and really loving. This is just a perfect song. Super catchy. And very hard-hitting production on this one. Oh, and that Dylan Brady 100x production too. Especially that dinging sound. A staple. And carrying on the very sweet kind of themes of that last track too. Gets quite kinky on this one too. The way the effect is almost like mimicking her voice too. It's super spacey and distant here. Again, not too far off from Dylan Brady's 100x. And her vocal glitched back and forth, kind of like ascending, kind of ethereal. A perfect song. And glitchy at the end. Perfect song as far as I'm concerned. Here's 7 years. This one's certainly a much more dialed back in approach. Man, I can't tell if that's like an effect on her voice or if she really did sing the kind of backing track here, providing a double vocal. But whatever it is, great kind of effect on it. Like it feels like a double backing. Beautiful and sweet romantic record so far, which is shocking to me. These synths are so sweeping on this record. Ooh. Really like that transition there. So gradual. It's like we're in a whole new track in a way. Love that track. Let's keep going to Detonate. Really love the themes that we're getting on this record. The very romantic, kind of heartfelt themes. Really bearing her soul for this other.
Close myself off in no ways. Building walls in my sleep, I can't turn back. I've been reeling for 12 days. When I start to see fear, it gets real bad.
Certainly like an isolated feeling too to the themes and the love here. Almost like a desperation. Which I think adds to the pandemic focus of the record. Such a shimmeriness too throughout this record. Everything feels so kind of light and airy, and again very kind of gushy from the heart. Ooh. That beeping like a countdown to this pinging of her vocal. Really just beautiful production throughout this entire record. I know Dylan Brady only had a hand, I believe, in Claws, but I feel like the influence from him does carry on throughout these tracks, but with her own kind of unique flair to it. Oh, I'm bringing it down to a bit more of a kind of vintage feel. It's like a snapping of metal here. Let's detonate. Oh my god. Quite literally like a detonation at the end there. Let's go to Enemy here. Again, I'm just loving the themes on this record. And just how cute this record feels in comparison to her other work I'm familiar with. Again, quite kinky here. But it's still kind of cute in delivery. There's a very kind of wholesome vulnerability to these lyrics. Oh.
Whilst you're around a lot of people, I feel like I'm learning that about myself, and I don't fully really understand it yet.
Who is this talking here?
It hurts. Yeah.
Not sure who that was, but really adds to the again, pure sort of vulnerability of this track. Really laying herself bare. This one's so airy, so spacey, so ethereal. Great track. Maybe one of the best tracks, honestly. I think Enemy's up there as one of my favorites just on a first listen. Super engaging, super ethereal. And I just, again, I'm really enjoying the very sincere, heartfelt place that this is all coming from songwriting wise. And that one felt like the most direct, forward, vulnerable of all. Here's I Finally Understand. Let's keep it going. Great themes on this record so far. I'm more focused maybe than that of Brat on one specific idea of love, but maybe not as in depth on the introspectiveness.
Finally understand. My therapist said I hate myself really bad. You tell me it's fine, let me cry and hug it out.
Lines like this. My therapist said I hate myself really bad. You tell me it's fine, let me cry and hug it out. Really do remind me of the introspectiveness of Brat, though. I will say. She's a very honest artist. I think her honesty is what makes her so engaging and relatable, though. The glitch pop and the glitchiness of her vocals, such a unique flavor. Let's keep it going. C2. Finally understand. Not much more to say that I haven't said for the rest of the tracks. Just great glitch pop, hyper pop. And again, that relatability, making her so interesting. Here's C 2.0. I like that kind of choppy, kind of clipping noise. And those high pitching vocals. Unfortunately, I feel like pretty much devoid on Brat, but it's something I'm a sucker for. Love the way this. Oh. This one's so. It's like so in the red, the mix, you know? It's so clipped out. A little repetitive, but I mean, could be worse. Speaking of repetitive, ooh. But where's she gonna take it? Oh, using it as a transition of sorts. Ooh. Love how clear her voice is too here coming in. Feels like it's cutting through. Oh, that synth is so shimmery right there. Feels like it's gliding. I feel like this one it changed and evolved so greatly as the track went. You know, I thought it was very repetitive at the start. Let's go to Party For You. I love how direct her lyrics are at this one significant other in her life. It's just such a pure, wholesome, and kind of earnest perspective. And despite the confidence she may typically have, here it is wavering for another. I honestly feel like her songwriting on here, honestly, might be just as good, if not better, than what we've heard on Brat. Like, just really beautiful, sweet, relatable, honest lyricism. I love this main synth lead. Just slowly growing and overriding her vocals. Oh. Well, not the direction I expected here. I thought we were getting a drop. Oh my god, we're getting... I like that one quite a bit. Again, like I was saying, very just beautiful lyrics and some of her best work, honestly. Here's Anthems. It reminded me of like a 90s EDM beat right off the bat. Like a Euro beat or something. Jesus Christ. This one is so aggressive. Oh my god. Such an aggressive and then escalating mix. Love how old-fashioned the mix sounds. It's like early 90s in its aesthetic. Remind me like a retro console in a way, but futuristic at the same time. Oh, such a nasty drops on this track. Anthem is right. Easily one of my most favorite tracks so far here. Super hype, very high energy, incredible, powerful drops. Not even sure who's on production here, but whoever it is, whoever's doing the work there, incredible. Anthems, insane track. Honestly, kind of feels like the peak, the pinnacle of the concept of this record. Here's Visions to close it all out. Man, that track, that last one. Glitchy, futuristic, kind of throwback. Such a sweet sense of love on this one. It's like that honeymoon phase put in a music form. Maybe this fantasy throughout this record is coming to an end. Or maybe she's built up an idea of this romance that's not real. Oh. What the heck? This one is so incredible, like 90s influence on this record. I feel like EDM, Eurodance, which is such an unexpected twist. And such a pounding sort of instrumental here to close it all out. Oh, letting it grow, letting it feel itself out. What is going on here? Just like pushing it to its limit. And then just stripped away. What an insane outro. Really reminded me of the ending of Brat in a way, with the way that completely pushes itself to its furthest limits and gets as noisy and as abrasive as possible. Same kind of concept here. Worked years prior with this final track here, kind of exploding its sound, fully reaching its potentials, and going even beyond what's to be expected of it. Great closer. Man, and it does feel like a nice way to close out the LP with the themes of this kind of honeymoon phase, perhaps. Maybe coming crashing down, the reality setting in of this dreamlike vision not being as great as it would seem to be throughout the record. Which, let's talk about that. The record itself, really incredible songwriting, focused purely on love, on the beautiful sort of sweetness that comes with it at the beginning, the very wholesome nature of it. Pure infatuation, it would seem, from Charli here, as she writes most of these songs, it would seem, about one individual, in a sense that is purely kind of like sweet, sort of doe-eyed infatuation. It is just gorgeous. And on top of that, the music itself matches it with just how clean, how overblown, how soft, how sweet and melodic a lot of these tracks are, while at the same time feeling like a nice tribute to 90s kind of dance music, 2000s dance music, while still obviously keeping that hyper pop sheen over top of it all. A very nice package, very quick record as well, only 37 minutes. This record is honestly very impressive. Not a bad track here. I feel like the most unique track would be Claws, because Dylan Brady's production is probably the most, different from everything else here. Not as uniform, but it is a great track nonetheless. Not a bad track here. Honestly, just beautiful. Loved it. Got to check out more of her work is essentially what I'm saying. But that does it for today's video. If you liked the video, please hit like and subscribe to listen to more dance records alongside myself. In fact, one more dance record. As we close out the year, we are going to cover for the last dance album for Dance December, and the last album we're covering for this monthly genre series. It's going to be Sophie's record, Oil of Every Pearl's Uninsides. A classic record by most people's standards, a must-listen-to hyperpop record, and unfortunately one of that seems to have slipped through the cracks once again. Because as far as hyperpop goes, I feel like I know the basics. I know, of course, 100 Gex, huge fan of their work. But Sophie remains a blind spot. So let's not let that go on any longer, and let's check her out in the next LP. As always, my name is Randy Joe. I appreciate you watching, and I'm signing off.